Hello ladies and gentlemen, graduates, honored guests. I'm Mr. West, and I'm very honored to introduce this year's valedictorian. I met Ray on her first day of high school in my grade 9 drama class, and I could tell right away that she was going to make her mark in the arts department. 2 weeks later, she became a member of our competitive improv team, and it didn't take long before the drama room became Ray's second home. Let's take a look. Yep, this is Rhea's sanctuary. In fact, over the years, with all the hours Rhea did spend in this room, during lunches, after school with improv, or after school rehearsing the various productions she was involved in, people became quite confused when they'd come down here looking for Rhea and she actually wasn't in this room. But it wasn't long before Rhea's love of the arts started to go beyond her own performances on stage, and she started to take on more leadership roles within the school to help inspire other people to get involved in the arts. These included training new members of the improv team, organizing and emceeing numerous arts events, and eventually ending up as dramatic arts head on the Eastside Arts Council, a position that incorporated 3 of Rhea's favorite things, I might add: theater, organizing events, and telling people what to do. As a drama student, Rhea was quite often the driving force in group work, pushing her group to excel in their performances, providing suggestions and positive feedback, while still accepting the same from her group in return. Even when Rhea wasn't in drama class, she was always willing to help out those drama courses that were running, even taking on the task of organizing this entire prop room. And also with that came Rhea volunteering to take any drama students that needed costumes up here to get them. Now, when I say volunteered to take them up here, I really mean that Rhea demanded to take them up here, because that way she could ensure that all the costumes got put back in their proper place and the room stayed organized, lest they would incur the wrath of the Rhea that became known as the queen of the prop room. I think maybe on occasion we even heard her say "off of their heads." Of course, with COVID, Rhea wasn't able to help out this year because we weren't allowed to mix cohorts. So I can't guarantee the room is still as organized as she would like it, which means she'll probably want my head. So let's just go, shall we? Over the 4 years I've known Rhea, I've watched her grow from this relatively quiet, reserved grade 9 into an outgoing, enthusiastic, focused leader who not only shows dedication and commitment to the task she takes on, but also inspires others to strive for success as well. Now, when I say I've watched Rhea grow into this incredible person, I do mean that metaphorically, since I'm pretty sure she's still about the same height she was when she first walked through this door in grade 9. But hey, you know what they say, great things come in small packages, and Rhea is no exception. As a drama teacher and director, I am very sad to see Rhea leaving Eastside, as her dedication to performance and exceptional talent for the stage will be greatly missed. I am, however, very proud of her, not only for everything she has accomplished here in the arts, but also for the passionate and inspirational woman she has become. Rhea, I know that everything you have accomplished here in the arts and at Eastside is only a fraction of what you will accomplish in your future, and I look forward to seeing you continue to make your mark on the world. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I give you the valedictorian, the graduating class of 2021, our little ray of sunshine, Miss Rhea Dukowitz.
Hello Eastside staff, friends, family, and of course, fellow graduates. I'd like to start off by congratulating each and every one of you on your hard work and determination over the past 4 years, and thanking you for allowing me to speak on behalf of the graduating class of 2021. It's crazy to think that the past 4 years will end in the total of 10 seconds, with a handshake and the passing of a diploma. So, let me count you down. 10. I had a very clear picture of what I thought high school was going to be like, as I'm sure all of you did too. But the truth is, none of us could have imagined how high school really turned out. It wasn't long ago that we began at either Moira or Quinty as awkward 13 and 14-year-olds. We were either terrified or excited for the next chapter. We spent our days practically running from one end of the school to another, trying to remember which locker was ours, and attempting to understand why there are separate second floors. But to be fair, 4 years later, and I still haven't quite figured that one out. 9. We were beginning to navigate a brave new world, only to find we would walk through the doors of Eastside Secondary School for the first time, with its fresh new faces and new beginnings. 8. And all of a sudden it was something new all over again. And how could we have been prepared for our new classes, the new people, or our new teachers? After all, how could we have imagined how Lambo yells like a drill sergeant, how much chalk Mr. Matho ends up wearing by the end of the day, or when we would walk into physics for the first time, only to find Mr. Tyler is harboring a small reptile zoo in the back corner of a science wing. No, we couldn't have predicted what Eastside had in store for us, but we were sure that we were going to enjoy it. Make new friends and bridge the gap to create one united and supportive student body. As our time here at Eastside comes to a close, I feel truly lucky to have been a part of that student body. 7. As time went on, we settled into the rhythm of our classes, enjoying dances, and stress studying for Ms. Payette's practical exams. The first year of Eastside and the last typical school year for us was something to be remembered. It seems as though that all of this could have happened yesterday. Yes, class of 2021, we have been through a lot together, including multiple spirit days, which featured Murdoch's abundance of neon clothes. Trust me, she has more than you think she would. Halloween for hunger, and of course, Christmas sharing auctions where pieing Miss Payette went for an insane bid. After the practical exam, of course. 6. And of course, a global pandemic that has shifted our lives dramatically. The date of March 13th, 2020 will forever stand out in my mind as the last day of normality. But throughout the stress of an unconventional senior year, we persevered, and here we are today. However, I don't think we should let the pandemic define the events that have happened over the past 4 years, or dwell on it any more than we have. So, what else has happened? I mean, we must all remember in grade 9 when we all had fidget spinners, or when the last episode of Game of Thrones aired, and when we were all obsessed with Among Us. 5. But we couldn't have survived without the support of the staff and administration here at Eastside. Whether it was extra help in grade 9 math at lunch with Mrs. Babb, getting advice from Madame Patterson, guidance having to change my timetable roughly 4 times a year, or just Mr. Federley saying hi as he quickly passes by. All jokes aside, thank you. On that note, I'd like to thank our custodial staff, everyone in the CAF, especially for your cheesy potatoes, Mr. West for introducing me, Mr. Doyle for filming this, my family, and my friends, who have always been there to support me and each other. Except for that one time someone pressed pick up instead of delivery on the skip the dishes order at lunch. 4. So what happens next? Where will we go? Whether you're staying local, going across the country, or traveling abroad, the excitement and nerves about the next chapter will feel like the beginning of high school all over again. The real world is approaching fast. We'll get new jobs to be able to afford it. Some of us will change our majors, and most of us will find ourselves wishing we would have paid more attention in grade 9 tech the first time we have to put an IKEA table together. 3. Today we celebrate and congratulate ourselves for the past 4 years, for having great classes and for enduring the more challenging ones, for Raven Pride, for having supportive teachers, for friendship, and for each other. As we set out on our own paths, I wish you happiness and success wherever you are and whatever you may be doing. 2. Among us are future nurses like Kaylee Galpin and doctors like Maheen Junaid. Although I'm not sure I would trust them together if I was the one underneath the knife. Chemists, Manal Shaw will practically be running HR or marketing on Bay Street before her 24th birthday. Estheticians, actors like Mackenzie Bennett, and teachers. And as the saying goes, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. The future is bright and ours for the taking. I'd like to thank you once again for allowing me to speak as your valedictorian, and I'll see you at the reunion in 10 years. 1. You keep it fly, Ravens, and congratulations, graduating class of 2021. You deserve it.